Here with Nate Engel, Team USA and U.S. Army WCAP, just returning from Israel. The Maccabiah Games were held there. It's a major multi-sport event for Jewish athletes. And before we talk wrestling, talk a little bit about the experience of spending 20-plus days in Israel in such a interesting sporting situation.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The first week we'd have practice in the morning, then we'd tour basically from 11 till 11 at night, and went to Masada, Jerusalem, to the Wailing Wall. We went to the Dead Sea, went to Jaffa, went to the beach in Tel Aviv, and it was just an amazing experience to be around a bunch of Jewish athletes, because it's not an everyday type of thing we get to experience.
This event only happens, what, once every 4 years?
Once every 4 years.
And you know, the U.S. sent a good group of wrestlers. We've always had a pretty strong contingent. What was it like to be there? I mean, it's had kind of an Olympic atmosphere, I'll bet, right?
Yeah, I mean, we had opening ceremonies and closing ceremonies. Ali Reisman, you know, the gymnastic gold medalist for the U.S., she lit the torch. We had Gail Weber, who was a two-time Olympic medalist in 2008 for swimming, carried the flag for us. So, you know, the opening ceremonies was amazing. The Prime Minister spoke, the President of Israel spoke, and then the closing ceremonies was a big concert, so it's just an amazing experience.
Now, you went both styles and went undefeated for the tournament. Talk a little bit about, you know, the competition level and also, you know, the experience of doing the freestyle in this setting. I mean, you do a lot of Greco. So
yeah, no, it was fun. In the freestyle finals, I wrestled their junior world team member. I'm pretty sure he's from Azerbaijan, but wrestles for Israel. But it was just a fun experience. I mean, it was a lot more relaxed than world team trials, and, you know, most of the tournaments we're competing in. But freestyle was a lot of fun. Get to, you know, change it up a little bit, and Greco was, you know, my normal style. So it was just awesome. It was cool. When you win, you get to hear your own national anthem, and so that was an amazing experience to do.
Talk a little bit about your teammates. I know there were a mix of guys that were college wrestlers, and, you know, the people that have maybe not done some of the international styles and others that have.
Yeah, we had two kids from American. Jordan Lip, he was a couple-time national qualifier for American a few years ago. We had 3 high school kids, 2 state champs from Ohio, another kid that goes to Northwestern, 2 kids from Brown. One of them, their dad was an Olympian for Israel in 1988, and his name was Ophir Bernstein. He's actually competing at the Junior Worlds for Israel. So
right. He was pretty tough in Brown. I know I saw him quite a bit in his college career.
Yeah, so it was just, I mean, the guys were a great group of guys. We had Matt Greenberg, who's the coach at Franklin and Marshall. They had Durso, who was you know, made some noise at NCAAs this year, and he was an All-American for Cornell, 4-time NCAA qualifier. So he's a great coach and just a great group of guys to be around.
So what was the most interesting part of the trip for you? I mean, the whole world knows about Israel, not only because it's in the news a lot, but also because of the cultural heritage it has on many religions, and you know, just the history of the world. What were the cool parts for you?
For me, I would say the neatest experience was my dad was over there, and after the tournament we went down to the Western Wall, which is known as the Wailing Wall, where everybody goes and prays and puts their little prayer in the wall. And so to go to that with my dad was just an amazing experience, just great to be around. And I'd say the Dead Sea was really neat. I mean, just going out there and floating and being around, you know, Team USA and you know, just enjoying it. You always hear about it. So
were there any discussions there among athletes about the Olympic situation, about how wrestling's trying to battle back in, and you know, obviously Israel's always been involved in wrestling because they have a lot of people that emigrate there from all kinds of wrestling parts of the world.
Yeah, you know, they had the Save Olympic Wrestling banners up and everything, and you know, it's just neat that there were so many athletes there from all over the world competing. And you know, I mean, everywhere we go, you know, it's always one step closer to saving the sport. And you know, when they had the tournament in Greece, and you know, so I think it's great that everybody's coming together, whether it's, you know, their religion or the sport. You know, we all have something in common.
So you're going to finish the summer in training camps and everything?
Yep, help Spencer go win the gold and the rest of the guys and bring home some medals. So
outstanding. Well, congratulations on your victory and also on the experience.
Thank you very much.